4 days until I propose. 3 days until I propose. 2 days until I propose. It's exactly 48 hours until I propose.
It's tomorrow. I propose tomorrow.
Exactly 24 hours before I propose. 12 hours till I propose. 9 hours until I propose. In 3 hours I propose. 45 minutes until I propose. 10 minutes. 1 minute.
When I first saw this video, I was thinking she's a lesbian and she wanted to propose to, you know. But then later on, I saw a video and she's not. She's actually going to propose to a man that she has been dating for 9 years. I don't know. When will these women learn? When will some women have sense? Because I don't understand. You're dating this person for 9 years. You're claiming you're happy with him. Now you propose, you plan your proposal 7 days, kiniko days. Now, 1 minute to your proposal, you're crying. What does that mean? She did a story time. Anyway, let me go ahead and roll the clip for you all to watch. Then I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Hi, this is going to be a quick and dirty background / everything that I did leading up to the proposal that everybody's making a lot of assumptions about. So if you're looking for the results, it's going to be the exact next video after this one. I just want to make sure that we're all up to date on how this happened. Many of you came to my comments and you were like, this is why you talk about this first. We've been together for 9.5 years. What in the world makes you think that we have not had this conversation? And here's the thing, I'm gonna own up to it. He said one thing, but apparently meant another, and I am a person who takes everything very literally because I'm neurodivergent, and that's how a lot of us are. So I took when he said the timeline and everything is in your hands to mean that the timeline and everything was in my hands. And so my hands took that information and made my own timeline because it was in my hands.
Why would you listen to what a man has to say about that? Blah, 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 blah.
Anyway, so I got some friends on board. I had a bunch of fake candles and the actual ring itself mailed to one of them, and had everybody gather to set up outside of this big church area near us. It was only a couple of friends, but I do understand that it does put a microscope on a person, especially when it's a surprise. And I thought I had my times that I was obvious, but apparently I did not. So the day of, my friends gathered, they sent me updates, I got a photographer and everything, and I snuck us over and we approached, and ta-da, our friends are here and look at this romantic setup. Whatever is going to happen. And here's how it looked. It was pretty nice. It was very cozy and romantic. And that's how we got there. So the last thing I want to continue to see is people saying,
well, that's why women don't propose. Only the man is supposed to.
Because I don't care. I do not care. I am not a woman. I am not a girl. I don't give a shit. And if you exist within really tight constraining gender norms and you don't build romance or excitement for your partner because you think the man is supposed to do it, your life is boring and I feel sad for you. I am going to continue to delete comments of things like that, of people being super uninclusive when it comes to gender, because I don't care. I don't. I'm not an influencer. I don't make money off of this. I can censor things as I want to because this is my personal page and I make these videos for myself to be able to look back in the future on how much cooler my life was than it'll probably be when I'm 70. Okay. Don't let the world dull your sparkle with its gender roles and just have a good time. Okay. Let's finish it. Hello, I am the person who proposed to their partner and then just showed a video of myself crying, and that video has gotten over 2 million views, and coming from a place of previously having had 3,000 followers and whatever, that is just an insane amount of growth and engagement, and I have had a lot of trouble suddenly keeping up with it. So thank you for your patience on waiting for this moment. Mostly I just wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to have all of the necessary conversations before I like tried to wrap it up in a cute little bow. Because no matter what I say, a lot of people are going to judge me based on the conclusions that we hit. And that's just how it's going to be. So before I hear anything, I am not a girl. I am not a woman. I do not want to hear, girl, oh, stand up, woman. Like, come on, dude. It's in my name. It's in my profile. Like, whatever. So we do the proposal. He says yes. We have a little bubbly with our friends, and then we come back inside, and then he looks like there's a bomb about to drop. And it was just a complete and utter surprise. It came out of nowhere. And he was having a lot of trouble processing it. And so that's when I took that video when like we had just come inside, because I was thinking that he was going to say actually but no, and I was freaking out about it. Over the course of the rest of the conversation, I asked him at least 5 or 6 times if he wanted to change his answer, if he wanted to say no, and every single time he said my answer is yes, and something got in his way. So we're adults and we love each other very dearly, and we talked about it, and we talked it out, and we talked out what made sense for us. We compromised, because that's what a good relationship does. And we have been together for 9.5 years. We've lived together for 5. We have a cute little dog together. I'm not willing to dump a relationship to get a marriage. Because at the end of the day, I think marriage is this big, exciting event in your life. I don't think it's a goal. I don't think it's an end-all, be-all. You don't carry your marriage as your ultimate life goal, do you? Because I certainly don't. I treasure this relationship that we have. So I am willing to compromise and meet him halfway. And I think a lot of you might think this is a little bit cuter. But we came to the conclusion that his answer is yes, but we are putting a pause on any announcements or anything about it, because he's still settling into the idea, but also stuff at work is crazy for him and stuff at school is crazy for me. And ultimately it does kind of spearhead a big, massive wave of activity, and it might be worth waiting on that a little bit. I am aware that people in our lives would have seen this and would know the conclusion, and that's the thing. It's not a secret. We're not keeping it 100% secret, but we're not like announcing it to the world just yet. And when he is ready for us to start announcing it for the world, he is going to plan a nice, precious proposal for me so that I can feel as special and loved as he felt. So there's that. So things are good. We're good. I think our conversations went really, really well. I am super thankful to have a partner who is incredibly self-aware and very good at talking about his feelings when it gets into like the nitty-gritty. And a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about this, but I feel good about our future together, and I feel like this laid out a lot of very direct, very soon decisions in a way that's a lot more approachable than if they like smacked us in the face, you know? At the end of the day, I am the like impulsive, like go for it partner, and he is the sit back and weigh your conclusions sort of partner. And I think that's something that makes us work really well. Except times when I am too impulsive. And that would be this time. Although to be fair, I was planning this for like 2 weeks, so it's not that impulsive. Okay. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's it. So we are soft engaged. The future is what it is. And I learned a lot that day about myself and my needs for communication. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate everybody's likes, comments, views, etc., etc. I cannot believe how big the first video got. And I just hope that all y'all take my word for it when I say that this was a very happy conclusion for us. And I feel very positive about our future together. And that's it. That's all I got. So thanks, everybody. I make more content sometimes, I swear.
Is it just me? Because I am sensing fake smile, everything is fine, don't worry about me, I'm happy, I'm this, I'm the Lulu. That is what is giving, because you've been with this person for 9 years and a half, and you've been living together for 5 years. You planned this proposal, you were happy. We saw the video of you this before my proposal, this before my proposal, this before my proposal. Like, you wanted it. It shows that you actually wanted marriage. Now you're coming and be like, I'm gonna meet him halfway. It is not what, like, it's just giving you all mind your business. I am fine. It's not that deep. I'm the one in the relationship and he loves me. Anyway, she turned off her comment section because a lot of people were coming for her, of course, right? So she turned off her comment section then, and she made another video while she turned on the comment section, whereby telling people to put down their comment, because a lot of people have sent her messages, a lot of people have reached out to her, a lot of people have told her, like, girl, you're doing me wrong. Apology for calling her a girl, because she said she's not a girl and she's not a woman. Anyways, she was addressing the comments that she had before she turned off her comment section. And let me show you the video.
This video is going to have open comments. So if you're somebody who did something like, say, track down my Instagram to message me all about how I'm an idiot and I'm delusional, here's your place to do it instead. Here's my one stipulation. If you're gonna be rude, at least be funny. I am not a girl or a woman still. Saying, girl, this is not just a catch-all, like, dude. It's actually transphobic to do. Be funny. Don't be transphobic. That's it. In the meantime, enjoy a couple of the tamer messages and comments I've gotten over the last, 3 days. From the wannabe first night elimination on The Bachelor, we have classic transphobic bullshit. From 4chan user Doritos and Mountain Dew 69420, we have a little bit more transphobia, but also I'm a placeholder. From someone who wants to be on Mom Talk but is neither controversial or rich enough, we have a little bit more transphobia, but also, what is your point? 9 years together and something's in the way. Once y'all end the relationship, he will be married to another person within a year. People are listening. You're not hearing. Yeah, because you're all saying it in text. Of course I can't hear you. From an official business account, she wound up deleting it, but we got one quick, yes, I'm not a keyboard warrior. You're worth more than a delay attached to already 9 years. How do you know? I'm literally a piece of garbage according to half the commenters, so maybe I'm not worth more. Turn your comments back on. Congratulations on your engagement. Oh wait, that's right, I'm sorry. Thank you for being you and on the internet. Keep teaching us how to not be. Did you take high school English? Was that a full sentence that you tried to say? On something that I posted at least 2 years ago, we have, is that why your partner does not want to marry you? Except if you actually watched any of my follow-up videos, you would know that he said yes. Embarrassing yourself and your man won't make him marry you. You're doubling down because you're embarrassed and ashamed. Why would he respect you when you don't respect yourself? Y'all make a lot of assumptions about me, and at this point, it's pathetic and funny. Somebody coming in trying to relate to me on a gay level, politely and respectfully as a gay guy who's heard it all. I'm sorry, he does not love you. If he did, he would. Please find the self-respect that younger you needs from future you. Pull it together and walk away. Get therapy and go enjoy your life. If you want a disappointment of a partner, then stay at it. I'm sorry, but pick up the self-respect. It is saddening. If y'all won't even attach your face or your name to it, It doesn't matter. It's garbage. You're garbage.
Oh my fucking god, that proposal video was one of the most desperate and pathetic displays I've ever seen. Have some dignity. He is not your person. He is screaming at your face. Yes, he's possessive, so what? I'm gonna say this really slowly so that you can understand me. You are dumb. You have your rules. There are two. Be funny. Don't be transphobic.
Okay, she wants us to identify as they and them. So I don't want to sound transphobic. That's why I had to go check how to address her. Anyways, back to how to address them. God, can I get used to this? I feel like it's high time we just leave these people alone. Okay? Especially women that, okay, she's a woman, but generalizing anyway, especially women that do not want to learn, that do not want, that they're seeing the red flag, but they're lying to themselves, they're in denial. I think it's that time, just allow them to fall. Just let them go and fall. Then they'll come back and meet us. Because I don't get it. What I sense in the videos that I watch is you wanted a marriage. Whatever you want, he wants. So now that you want it, why is he saying yes and telling you, let us keep it a secret because of work, because of this, I'm getting my life together. After 9.5 years, then I will now propose to you normally, like that's just telling a small child, oh, don't worry, I'll get you biscuits and sweets later, okay? Don't worry, when I come back, I'll buy That's what's giving me. I saw a few reaction on these videos. Let me go ahead and show you the reaction, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Cecilia Regina here. Now y'all should already know better than that, but since I've been tagged so many times, I'm going to let Fonda give you the update and then I will follow up with my commentary.
I was going to say actually, but no, and I was freaking out about it. Over the course of the rest of the conversation, I asked him at least 5 or 6 times if he wanted to change his answer, if he wanted to say no, and every single time he said, my answer is yes, and something got in his way. I think marriage is this big, exciting event in your life. I don't think it's a goal.
It's so much, Lord. It's so much. This is what it sounds like when you allow a man to make a fool of you. I was going to be nice, but now I'm late to the gym fooling with y'all, so upset. I am not saying marriage is the be-all, end-all. I'm the one who's always saying that it's not. But if it's something that you want, and that's something you clearly want because you were doing a 4-day countdown every 5 minutes. It's 48 hours. Now it's 5 minutes. Now it's like you were so excited for this, and you've allowed your partner to come and manipulate you out of it. It's crazy. And this is what it will sound like. Men are never going to say anything definitive as long as they think they can still keep getting benefits from you. You've been together almost a decade. Either he wants this or he doesn't. What is there left to investigate? Oh, he wanted something, got in his way. The something was he didn't want to marry you. And it's not a compromise if you're only doing what one person wants. Fonda wanted to get married. Fonda's partner did not want to get married. They're not getting married. That's not a compromise. But this is what happens when you allow having that partnership, having that person to become more important to you than your goal. Abstract marriage doesn't have to be a life goal. But if in your partnership you want to move forward, especially after a decade, and you would like, I don't know, legal security, if you would like knowing that the home you built together and the pets you have together are 100% through legal means always going to be recognized as part and parcel for both of you, marriage would be the next step. And I don't know why everyone isn't questioning why their partner doesn't want to go ahead. If it's something that means a lot to you, they claim they want to be with you forever. And, they say there's nothing else out there. That is so at odds. I mean, would you stay in a job where the job is saying, we just want to keep you as a temp? It's been 10 years, you're still a temp. We don't want to put you under contract. Oh, we're sure it's going to work out. We know that we want you here for the long term. There's nothing that we're holding back except you're not getting certain tax benefits because you're just a temporary employee. You don't get health insurance. You don't get all the other benefits. We're not putting into your retirement package. You know, you're not going to get the Social Security for this job. But don't go anywhere because we're so sure we're going to want to put you under contract in the future. Just right now is not the right time. Would you stay in a job like that? And it's 1,000 times worse that it's a person, not a job, because what are they waiting for? What is the issue? One of the commenters says, someone remind me in 2 years about this video, please. No need. This was the notice. In the moment, he didn't have all of the requisite excuses, you know? I'm sure when he was on the spot, not expecting a proposal, he was like, what can I come up with to put this off? What can I do? What can I say? And the best he could come up with, something is holding me back. But he didn't have to do better because that worked. But later, it'll be other things. It reminds me of one of the young people who wrote into an advice column saying, yeah, I was just looking for a little intent, asked the boyfriend, what do we need to be married? And he listed off a whole laundry list of things. Oh, I want us to have a home. I want us to be making better money, etc., etc. Well, she says, I finished all the list of things in a much shorter time than he asked for. And then I came back and said, all right, so when can we start looking on a path towards marriage? She's like, well, I can't possibly marry you. I don't like the way that you leave a plate in the sink at night. Literally, that was the excuse. And she's just like, what? And finally realized the man was never going to marry her. Whether you're a non-binary person, a woman, or someone with a gender fluid identity, if you're dating men, men do not change how they operate. They know right away. And even if you don't agree that they know right away, can we all agree they know after a decade? Okay, not interested. Time to move on.
I've been seeing this video of this woman who's counting down to propose with her boyfriend. And I was just like, I hope it goes well. Now I've just seen the rebuttal video where he said no to her proposal. And for me, everyone's dragging her, but I think she deserves to be dragged. She deserves to be dragged because if you're putting your business on the internet, it's an open forum for us to discuss it. And if you're putting your proposal on the internet, Wesley, you've been with this man for 10 years. 10 years and this man ain't married you. And you have the audacity to say you're going to come on this internet, this good internet, and propose to him and do a whole countdown, and he's turned down your proposal. And now you're saying marriage ain't really that important, that it's really not that deep, that we're on the same page. Sis, you took us on a 6-day timeline with you. 6 days to proposal, 4 days to proposal, 1 hour to proposal, 10 minutes. You did all of that. And then the man said, no, I don't want your ass. And now you come back. Women, please don't propose to no man. And if you do, don't put it on the internet because men, I would rather mop up the ocean with my napkin, with my sanitary pad, than propose to a man. And then come on the internet and tell everyone I'm going to propose to a man, and then get rejected by the man, and then make a video telling everyone I was rejected by the man. If this is for clout and you're just trying to get some promo and this is trying to go viral, fair enough, you're going to win. You're going to go viral. But for all the wrong reasons. I want to stand. I'm such a sisterhood person. I'm a big believer in girl power and sticking up for women and but this is some foolishness. It's some foolishness. And the man ain't going to marry you. There's nothing much to it. You guys are going to stay together like you've said. Quite pathetic, but that's your decision. But don't come on here and be sad that people are dragging you for your foolishness. Don't you do that when you get older, okay? Don't ever do that. Bye.
Anyway, what is your take on this? Do you think that everything is going to go well with her? It's not everybody that actually stay in a long-term relationship and falls. Then she's still going to face whatever she's going to face later in the future. For me, as I said earlier, I feel like she's just been the Lulu, and it's very obvious, the fake smile, I'm okay, don't worry, everything is fine, you are just jealous, is showing, and the guy knows what he's doing, and he's not ready to marry her, because if he's ready to marry you, you're living with him for 5 years, 5 whole years, that's a lot. You can get an education, how many educations out of that? Anyways, you're living with him for 5 years and he's telling you whatever you want. He knows what you want, but he's not going to give you because he doesn't want you. And if at all he eventually gives her that ring, it's going to be a shut up ring. Anyways, what is your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. And thank you all so much for tuning in into this video. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And put on post notification bell to get notified as soon as I upload another interesting video. It's your girl Maria Davis. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.